When I was 19, I stumbled upon a truth that splintered my family. My mother was involved with my father's closest friend. I'm Daniel, and this happened during my last year of high school. My parents, Martin and Elena, had been together for 25 years. My father built his reputation on honesty, an engineer who created his own construction firm from the ground up, a man steady, loyal, and devoted. My mother, in contrast, moved through life with elegance and grace, always dressed to perfection, always a spotlight in any room. People adored her, or so it seemed. Victor, my dad's best friend since college, was like family. I grew up calling him Uncle Vic. He was at every holiday, every birthday, trusted by my father with everything, which made learning the truth feel like a knife to the chest. It was a quiet Tuesday when it happened. My last class was canceled, so I got home earlier than usual. The house was strangely quiet. At first, I assumed Mom had gone out, but as I climbed the stairs, muffled voices drifted from my parents' bedroom. Victor's voice, unmistakable. My pulse spiked. I paused, convincing myself they were just talking. But then came laughter, whispers, that kind of hush people use when they don't want to be caught. My chest tightened as I stepped closer. The door was ajar, and through the crack, I saw them, my mother and Victor, tangled together on my father's bed as if it had always been that way. I froze. It wasn't just betrayal. It was a collapse of everything I thought I knew. I didn't say a word. I didn't make a sound. My hands trembled so badly I had to grip the banister. If I accused them, they would deny it. Victor was my dad's friend. He'd be believed before me. I needed proof. For the next week, I wore a mask, smiling. At dinner, playing along when Victor dropped by, boiling inside. Then one afternoon, I confronted my mother in the kitchen. My voice shook as I said, I know about you and Victor, and I'm telling Dad. She didn't even blink. Instead, she gave me a sharp, practiced smile. You don't know what you think you know, she whispered. And if you do, you better forget it. Say a word and you'll regret it. Your father will never believe you. He'll stand with Victor. You'll lose everything here. I nodded like I agreed, but inside I was already preparing my next step. Days later, the affair continued. This time, I was ready. I hit record on my phone before walking up the stairs, capturing every word, every laugh, every promise. That file became my shield. The next day, I asked Dad to meet me for coffee. Just us. Sliding my phone across the table, I pressed play. His face lost all color, confusion giving way to shock, then deep, silent pain. When it ended, he stood and said only, "Let's go home." At the house, Mom carried on as though nothing was wrong. But when she saw us, she froze. Victor appeared soon after, clearly expected for dinner, and stopped cold at Dad's stare. My father didn't hesitate. He struck Victor hard, sending him crashing to the floor, then roared, "If you ever come near my family again, I'll destroy you." That night, Dad filed for divorce. Within a week, it was finalized. Mom stayed in the house alone. Victor vanished. Occasionally, Mom called. Over the years, sobbing, apologizing, but I never answered. She traded loyalty for deception, and I refused to let her back in. The truth broke me, but at least Dad knew. At least the secret wasn't ours to carry anymore. Dad and I moved into a small apartment across town. It wasn't grand, but it was peaceful. No lies, no daggers. But Mom didn't stop. Her sister called, urging me to forgive, painting Mom as lonely and regretful. I stayed, firm. She had hurt Dad and me both. We even bumped into her at the grocery store. Perfect hair, perfect smile, pleading for a talk, tears in her eyes. But Dad stood strong. It wasn't one mistake, he told her. It was years of betrayal. I'm done. We left her there, alone in the parking lot. Relatives and neighbors tried to sway us, claiming she was sorry, but Dad never responded. Time moved on. Dad rebuilt his business, started working out, and smiled more easily. A year later, he met Laura, a gentle, grounded woman. Watching them laugh together, I realized something. Moving forward isn't about replacing someone. It's about finding peace. Mom still lives alone in that old house, her choices etched on her face. Dad and I chose differently. We kept walking, leaving behind betrayal, ashes, and lies, finally free to live in quiet.